Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Factorio. This is going to be our mega base, and I have skipped ahead a little bit. Basically, my theory was we're working on the mega base. This thing is all about the mega base, so we don't need to see every little bit of stuff that we are doing in these episodes. So, yes, if you want to look at all of this low-level detail, you could probably go to another video where I did Bob's. I go through pretty much everything I do, but here we're going to skip some fairly big chunks until we get up to the point where we're actually building the mega base, and then we'll start to go through everything in more detail. But yeah, so basically what I did was I put another 10 steam engines down. Don't need them, but I want to have 20, so we got the right ratio, and so I got power available when I need it. Hooked up some coal mining to over there. Since we've got infinite resources, don't have to worry about this ever running out. We just have to worry about the throughput. And I'm definitely not going to fill in this water to make this coal more accessible or anything stupid like that. We're just going to mine where we can. And eventually, I think we won't be mining this at all. We'll just be pumping water out of here. Still got these. Don't really need them anymore, to be honest. Do kind of... No, I don't. Because what I did was actually set up some proper setup. So we got coal. This is the main coal for the smelting operations. We go down, we've got 4 lines here. We're going to upgrade these to steel smelters, then they'll be able to fully fill up this yellow line. Whether we go to blues or whether we're able to get to a proper mega base just on yellows, I'm not sure yet, but we'll just have to see. If it's nuclear, if we're researching nuclear robotics, I have a feeling we might go to blues, but then again, we might just scrape by on yellows until we get to the mega base. And then I did smelting down here, so very, very basic stuff. Not too much going on, but nice and simple. Then I got these belts coming on. Enough space for 72 smelters along one line if we do go up to blues. And a simple bus here. I also spent 2 hours yesterday just crafting. Just left the computer idle and crafted. So I've got, I've got 21 labs. I was supposed to have 20. But I got a whole bunch of undergrounds, splitters, inserters, fast inserters, belts, like 2,000 belts or something stupid like that, a whole bunch of power poles, miners, 40 assembly machine 2s, which I've researched. I went through and I researched all the red stuff. So, yes, got it all done and all good. And now we are going to move forward and we're going to start doing stuff. And I just realized we might have a problem because I was going to build green circuits up here, straight up, but I don't want to go over the crude oil because, yeah, we're going to need crude oil at some point. Now, the mega base, if we find the research for it, the mega base is not going to use crude oil at all. It is going to be using coal liquefaction. So what we do is we build up a huge train base around a coal supply, and then we can do coal liquefaction. As you can see, it takes in 25 heavy oil, produces 35 heavy oil, and a bunch of other stuff. So we can keep that going forever. We have to train in water, obviously, to make steam, but other than that, we train in water, and we can train out petrol and lubricant and whatever the hell else we need, and it's just fantastic. So we will not need to pump these guys, which is good because with coal we can shoot a lot more coal out than we can with these, because you think about it, there's like 10 of these slots, whereas with coal you can mine so much coal out of a single patch. Like, look at this patch, it's huge. But we will need to do some crude oil playing around in this game. Let's do a little bit of a quick run. See if there's any more crude oil that we can... Oh, a bit of lag. Looks like I was stuck, but it's just a bit of lag. And, man, maybe I should hack in some night vision. That's not a bad idea. Normally I wouldn't bother, you know, but I'm doing a YouTube video, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's, night vision. No. Night vision. Okay. Let me alt tab for a sec. Let me go to, I've got a thing just opening a text file which contains all of the equipment, which should be all of the equipment. Notepad is crashing right now. I don't know why Notepad is crashing. It really shouldn't be. Close the program. Freaking computer. Of course this happens while I'm casting. Now it opens straight away. So, night. No, okay. Alright. So, night vision equipment. And I think we just have night vision Mark 1. I have a feeling that night vision Mark 2 oh no, night vision Mark 2 is there. I'm not seeing it in my file though. In my file? No, I'm not seeing it. So let's just get night vision Mark 1. So night vision equipment. Okay. There we go. Night vision equipment. So let's chuck that in there. And of course, by the time we get it sorted out, it's day, and so it's a moot point. But now we won't have to worry about that anymore. So, which is good. And we've got the mod Afraid of the Dark, which is going to give us a bigger light radius, so that's already helping. Yeah. So, as we were saying, I can't find any more petrol. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start building green circuits right here, because I think green circuits are definitely the first thing that we need to do. And I got to remember that I want this initial base to be capable of researching nuclear robots. And in case you are unaware, nuclear robots are 4,500 of each of these guys. So they take a bloody ton of everything except military science. Military science and space science are the only things we're not going to need for this stuff. And I might actually skip military science in base 1. Oh, I might get it. I got no bots to worry about, so it's not that necessary. I did think about getting roboports in here as well. I haven't yet. Maybe I'll do that as well. Although that means spawning in robots, and if I spawn in robots for my roboport, then I might as well just spawn in robots for the base, and I might as well just cheat the nuclear robotics tech, and I might just do this, and I might just do that, and yeah. Cheating for the sake of making the game faster, I am not going to do that. Cheating for the sake of my tendinitis with the legs, or for my vast YouTube audience with the night vision, I'm happy with those. I am perfectly happy to cheat for those purposes. But I got to draw the line somewhere, and yeah, I'm not going to cheat to get closer to that stuff. So that's where we're drawing the line. So what we're going to do here is a pretty basic setup for green circuits. So let's let a bit of a gap here. This is only our phase 1 base, but we still want to make it a good one. Let me see. So if I remember correctly, do we put this closer? Or do we... I think we leave this out a bit, so we can pop poles in there. 1, 2, 3. And of course we're going to hook that up with power. Oh man, every single little power pole I put down is a power pole I'll have to destroy later. It just pains me so much to have to put these down, but I guess, you know, it's just a thing. Alt. No? There we go. That's better. I think we'll just stick with these guys. We will need a couple of reds ones, won't we? Now, what did we... Gotta look at this. So it's a 1-for-1. We're going to have them on both sides, though. So, yeah, that's fine. So we'll just make it different. Okay. The red ones go down here. And yeah, and then we're going to do an identical setup on the other side. And then once we just got a little bit of green circuits coming down, we are going to start. Okay. To be going like that. That's there. And then we need a couple more red ones. The red ones might seem like they're quick, but they're only quick because we've already got yellow ones. Otherwise, you would have to go through and you'd have to build green circuits and all that sort of crap and blah, blah, blah. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Everything's a bit of... Why is there no music going on? Options, sound, dum, dum. Are you going to play music now? I've definitely got sound going. Did I just hear music? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I feel a bit weird talking and just hearing the game sound and not having music on. But, oh, there we go. There's some music, finally. I suppose I better do this crap as well. But yeah, you definitely need music because there's not a lot going on at the start of the game. It's really... there's no machinery sounds, there's no processing sounds, there's none of that, there's no bot sounds, there's nothing, so... Okay. So yeah, hopefully this episode we should be able to get a red signs and green signs set up going. And once we get that, there we go. There's some sounds of machines actually happening, actually doing stuff, which is nice, which is very nice to see. There we go. Now, of course, we need 4 belts of this. Yeah. Ah, it's night again. My night vision does seem to be doing some stuff, though. But I feel like lights are still absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. Actually, let's put a light there. Let's put a light there. Yeah. I have already put lights over in these other places so that they're nice and visible. But still, it's just like... so drawn out and so empty. I'm too used to my Bob's mod base where everything's like all over the place, and even worse is Fortress Craft where it's just like everything's everywhere. There's not this much, like this space right here where my mouse is probably just the entire base in Fortress Craft because everything's just squished so close together and there's so much stuff right on top of each other because it's all 3D. But yeah, in Factorio obviously a lot more spread out. So we got one line here. We're going to leave room for another line. Another line of green circuits to be right next to it. Just because if we're going to end up with like, 4 lines of green belts going down, then we may definitely need it. Okay. Man. I hope I built enough yellow belts. I should really be building continuously. Like, absolutely continuously in this game. Give me some iron. How's my inventory doing? Pretty good. It's about a third full. A lot of iron, a lot of wood. Unfortunately, we are playing vanilla, which means wood is completely useless. So, don't know what we can do about that, unfortunately. We could set up a system where wood gets fed into these and gets burnt. Which is not a bad idea, really. Not a bad idea, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to do. Yeah, it's going to be too much of a pain in the ass. We'll just destroy it when we need to destroy it. We can build like 10 of these iron chests if we want to and just dump all the wood in the iron chest and then just blow it away with a gun that we don't have yet. So let's get one of these. Oh, a bit of lag there. That's the problem with mass crafting stuff. You get to the point where you're like, oh, I need something else, but now it's waiting behind 300 belt. But I will probably need that 300 belt, so we can't complain too much. Okay, green circuits coming on out. So, that's totally not measuring anything, is it? How do I need blueprints to measure stuff. Can I get blueprints? I can. I just can't build anything because I got robots. Because I don't have robots, sorry. Okay. Alright, so that's close enough. So, what we want to do is you are going to be copper. Yeah. We need that belt immunity. I assume I got the power armor mod, so I should have belt immunity. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, there it is. There's belt immunity. So we can build that really freaking quickly. We just need steel and green science, so that's not too bad. Okay. And then we go. So we're going to do our basic ratio, which is going to be which is going to be five machines, I think, for green, and then 6 for whatchamacallit. Six for, yeah. What did I just say? 5 for red and 6 for green. That seems about right. Oh, come on. What we can do here is start off there, go all the way up there, and put it nice and high so they've got enough clearance for all the other wacky types of signs to come over there. Alrighty, so let's start on the green science. And we are just getting better at this every single time we play the game. Every time we jump in here and start from scratch, we just get better and better and better. I don't think I'll ever be at the stage where I'm speed running, although I have sort of speed run because I've got the 8-hour achievement, and I am planning. I did have a plan to do a YouTube video about that, about an 8-hour run or whatever the hell that's I can't remember what it's called. I don't think I've done it in 0.15. I did it in 0.14, but I reckon 0.15 will be easier. The science is a bit harder to get, but you don't have to worry about biters. You can just completely ignore biters. Like, you can turn their evolution, like, really, really low or something. So, let's see. Let's see what we need here. Okay. So, you need iron and gears. Okay, let's do another one. Let's make it a complete split off. No, that's not right. Yeah, I think you need 2. This guy technically needs 2 as well. Although it should be over here, because that's where we got the power. Right. You need the power as well. You are going to be transport belt. Six, 7. Oh, I hate how that thing doesn't. 4. Okay, so that's half the ingredients. Then over here, we need this stuff. And you are going to be both of those and green circuits. So we're going to put iron up this side as a separate thing. And then we do like that and like that. Oh, we've done something wrong here. Yep, we've done something wrong. Okay. Oh well, that's a lot of green circuits I'll have in my inventory anyway, which is always helpful. Although bloody robots and a deconstruction planner would be even more helpful. So there we go, that's the green circuit. Job done. We're not producing anything. Damn lag. Damn lag. We got lots of iron anyway, so it should be fine. Yes. Good thing about having infinite resources turned on for this map is we never have to worry about having enough resources. We can just go forever. You are that. And now you're going to go. And now you will be beautiful. So we've got to remember we're working with a system that will at some point need 5 resources. And we no longer have any Bob's fancy inserters, so we have to plan accordingly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the proper gap. 9, 10. So we'll just put the third belt on the outside when we get to the high-tech science, that is. I'm not building that many, that's alright. So, need about 10 of those. And we're already running low on my yellow inserters. I thought I built so many, but apparently not. I built 25 of the fast ones, but I don't think we've really needed the fast ones at all yet. We're going to have to put poles on both sides, unfortunately, because we're just gonna have to. Because there's single pole count power labs on both sides. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are wrong. You are just totally wrong. Okay. Should power it. We got those guys going, and I'm just going to let auto research go for now. I don't feel like there's anything we really need to worry about. I'll put green on so that it starts researching green stuff. Where's my thing? Jesus, okay. Belt immunity. Be nice to have, but it needs steel and it needs all of these prerequisites. Don't know why the hell it needs plastic. That seems a bit stupid, but... Or plastic, was it? Or oil? Yeah, it did need plastic. Plastic and advanced electronics. What the hell? Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. It's all going through. Yeah. And at the 23-minute mark, we're doing things. It feels like we accomplish a lot more in this game than in Fortress Craft. Maybe just because we're better at this, or maybe because we just know what we're doing, or maybe just because it's faster to do stuff, because it's all laid out. But anyway, so that's it. Now, of course, we need to start with a, let me think. We're going to start with a rudimentary mall sort of setup here as well. And I think that's definitely what we want to do. In fact, what we really need to do okay, that'll be a bit better. So that'll give us belts. That'll give us inserters. But we still do need a proper setup, like a proper mall type of thing. Just so we can go and we can pick up stuff wherever we need to, whenever we need to, that sort of thing. So, yeah. I'm not sure if I want to do it. I should be able to do it just over here. I mean, I don't feel like there's any reason not to. Yeah, I'd love to get stuff like this. And I mean, look at this. We can do this right now. With all of this stuff, we can do it right now. We can do this. Yeah, the mines, the assembly machines. Well, yeah, we can do all that right now. These bloody wrist braces. Not fun at the moment. So, I kind of should template this though, because this is a seriously like, because this is vanilla, we should template this. And I may have a template in here somewhere. These are all nuclear recipes from Catherine Sky. This is all rails from somebody else. I could have sworn I had a mall template at some point, but I may have gotten rid of it. Can't see it. Because that would kind of be really helpful if we could just get that going and then work off that. What's your problem? We're currently researching a red only, so those guys don't have anything going. What is there anything we do need? Oh, tool belt. Tool belt would be nice. Let's get the tool belt going. Yeah, okay. Alright. I think for the sake of just making shit easier in this game, I'm going to go get a blueprint and I'm going to put it on some point outside the video and get that going. So for the end of this video, I mean, it's just going to be getting research done, and I might let a lot of this research happen offline. I might just let all of the green research go through offline, because right now there's not a lot that we really need to do, like expanding smelting. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. These guys kind of need steel, and steel is kind of like, well, we've just barely started with green research, so I kind of feel like we don't really need a lot of that stuff. But I feel like we'll just keep going the way we're going and building stuff. I'll do most of that straightforward. I might build some smelting areas in the backside, like expand these, double these up, building steel, getting that on the bus. Might do that in the background and stuff like that, because it's just, yeah, it's not a problem anymore. It's really, really not a problem. But yeah, 28 minutes. I feel like we're just going to leave it there, and then I'm going to let pretty much all of the green research go through offline. Might as well. I can't think of a reason not to. We do have some crazy crap like this and this and this and so forth, and I feel like we can let that go through offline and just let it run. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.